Hi guys, good morning. Hope you're having a beautiful week. Today we're gonna do a handbag review, and this is actually a bag comparison that I never thought that I was gonna be able to make. We're gonna be comparing the Hermès Mini Kelly, the vintage version versus the newer and current version of the bag. So this bag is from 1998 and this one is from 2022. So I had been curious about the vintage Mini Kelly for the longest time. I had never seen one in person in my life before this one. Let's just say that it's love for sure. I've only seen pictures, measurements, videos from other people, so it has kind of always been like a little mystery bag in my head. So you're probably going to ask, when did I even unbox this bag? The thing is that this bag is not really mine to keep. This bag was sent by Redeluxe. As you guys know, I've been shopping from Redeluxe for the past 6 years, and I was talking to Georgia, who is the owner of Redeluxe, with her husband Hunter, that I was really curious about this bag, and she literally just got this one in. Now the thing is that this specific bag is in Parchemin, which is this beautiful creamy color. It's like an off-white. We will be comparing it to my Mini Kelly, which is in Craie. So here you can see us side by side. As you can see, Parchemin is a little bit more yellowy and Craie is a little bit more like grayish. Now this bag is in this beautiful box leather, and the thing is that I absolutely love Parchemin. I love vintage bags, and I was also looking for a bag that would fit perfectly with a specific outfit. I'm gonna show you guys a clip. So yeah, this bag was very kindly sent to me by Redeluxe, and it's gonna go back to them if I am strong enough to send it back, because I am honestly very tempted to keep it, if I am being very honest. Georgia wanted to give me the chance to test the vintage and compare it to the newest one, so this is also why I'm taking advantage and also filming this video for anyone that is curious about the bag, and also so I could like trial it to know if I really want it or not. And I just have to say a massive thank you. They have the most beautiful, amazing handbag stock that you're gonna see, and they have the best customer service. When I received this bag, it had the Valentine's Day packaging that was so beautiful. It was like all pink with flowers, and they always have the most beautiful vintage pieces. Like they have bags in pristine condition, and then they also have like amazing finds like this one. I buy bags from them, I sell bags with them. I actually have a few bags still for sale on their website that I'm going to link on the description box down below in case anyone is interested. But yeah, I feel like with them you get the full experience. The packaging, the shipping is absolutely amazing. Everything arrives in like 2 business days, and I live in Spain. They're located in the US, and they also make sure to take care of the customs. Amazing. Kind of a problem for me because I always seem to be browsing their website trying to find what's next to add from my wish list. So yeah, it's very likely that this one is going to go back. I've been thinking about it, but I think I need to keep my eyes on the price and the things that I kind of had on my wish list. So if anyone is interested, this bag is going to be back at Redeluxe's website soon. I'll make sure to let you guys know when that happens. And of course, you can always use my discount code with them, which is Je suis Lou. It's going to give you 150 USD off. So starting with the review and my thoughts on the bag. I have 2 Mini Kellys. This one is in the color Craie with palladium hardware, Epsom leather. It's this beautiful creamy off-white color. I absolutely love this bag. And this one is also in box leather, which is the same one as in the vintage. It's actually my favorite leather from Hermes, also why I am so tempted to keep this one. But I wanted to do the review comparing it basically to this one because I feel like they're really similar. I do have to say that they are surprisingly very different bags. I would not put them in the same category. I would not wear them for the same thing. Hence why I was so tempted to keep this bag. The main reason why I wanted to compare them is because the vintage, as you can see, has a very different handle drop from the newer one. It is also bigger, taller, and it fits quite a lot more. I would actually say that this bag is an in-between the Mini Kelly and the Kelly 25, more than a true comparison to the Mini Kelly, because I would say that you can fit a very similar amount on this one than on a Kelly 25. So when it comes to this bag, I just think that I adore my Mini Kellys. Sometimes I would hope that I could fit a little bit more inside of them, and that's something that you can do with this one. I've been testing what fits inside of the bag. I think it's just the perfect mini size. Now going into the measurements, this one is 7.8 inches width, 6 inches of height and 3.75 inches depth. The handle is 3.5 inches and the strap drop is 16.5 inches. I would say that this bag is in the most insane condition. I'm going to give you some close-ups so you guys can see it, but it is so beautiful. Something that I really love about box leather, it's how shiny it is and how it grabs onto color. So this is my shade of white for sure. Like, I love this bag so much, and let me show you the inside. I love the contrast of the hardware with the Parchemin. It is, as you can see, quite of a roomy bag inside. Another thing that I've noticed that is quite different are the clips to attach to the bag. This is how they look like on the vintage. So the first thing that I noticed since the moment that I held it is that it is bigger. Not dramatically bigger, but definitely bigger. This is still a mini bag, but it's not a super mini bag. It's taller, it's deeper, and it feels a little bit more like a proper bag. Something that I felt, especially at the beginning when I got my Mini Kelly, is that it kind of felt like a toy of sorts. This one does feel like a proper mini handbag. Now the Mini Kelly II is very slick. It's so easy to wear crossbody. This one is going to be a little bit more bulky, a little bit more in the way. This one is just like, I don't know, part of you. It's one of the reasons why I love it. You can just wear it and cross it and you don't have to overthink it. I love that about this bag. So yeah, I do feel like size-wise, this one fits more a little bit in between the Mini Kelly and the Kelly 25. Now let's talk about the handle. I loved the fact that you could wear this bag. I mean, I can pull it up all the way here. Not that I would ever do that, but it is really comfortable in the crook of your arm. This was a really big selling point for me. And my Mini Kelly, I can put my hand like this, but this is as far as it's going to go. And I really love wearing bags like this. I feel like it's very comfortable, very elegant, and I really love top handle bags. Now going into the strap, I noticed that the vintage one is actually shorter. I hope that you guys can tell. But yeah, adding the handle and the fact that the strap is shorter, this bag is not a comfortable crossbody bag. It's mainly a handheld and comfortable shoulder strap, whereas the Mini Kelly for me, it's a very comfortable crossbody bag. So that's also why I feel like they serve a little bit of a different purpose. When they are closed, you can see that the Mini Kelly has one inwards fold, where the vintage one has two. So when it comes to the Mini Kelly II, this bag is a bag that I waited for such a long time. I love white bags. I use them so much, and when I got this one, I could not put it down. I love it. I use it so much. It is such a beautiful crossbody bag. It is very comfortable. It is super lightweight. You can pretty much forget about it, and it's very easy to travel with it. It does have feet on the bottom, but it does not fit certain things because it is a very slick mini bag. And I'll be honest regarding the strap, I think both would benefit from a strap extender because they're quite short in that sense. Now let's talk about the leather and the structure. Here I'm gonna be a little bit biased because I like box leather more than I like Epsom. Actually, Epsom leather is my least favorite leather from Hermes, but the Mini Kelly usually comes a lot in Epsom leather, and I understand why, and it is very durable in that sense. Now, because I do have Mini Kelly II in box, I can compare the leathers and I can say that the quality is very consistent, and I'm really happy to report that, because sometimes when it comes to, for example, Chanel, and I have reviewed vintage bags with the newer bags, you can definitely tell that the quality of the leather varies a little bit and it tends to be worse with the newer bags, and in this case they're both absolutely stunning. So box leather is one of Hermes heritage leathers. It is super shiny, it is delicate. I absolutely love the way that it shows color, and it can be like a very casual bag, but also, as you can see, it can be like quite dressy if you want. It is incredibly beautiful in person. However, it is a delicate leather. It is easy to scratch it. It is also not a bag that you should be wearing in the rain, for example. It can absorb the water, and yeah, this one is a no-go when it comes to water. However, something that I really love about vintage box leather bags, eventually with time is going to show a lot of character, personality. Like, I love seeing the wear eventually on the bags. Like, this bag is from 1998 and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, Epsom leather is lightweight, is very resistant. As you can see, this one is a grainy leather with a finish. It is a very very structured bag, and it's going to look new for longer. Now I do have to say that if you scratch an Epsom bag, that cannot be repaired. If you scratch a box bag and you send it to the spa, that one you can actually repair. But I would say that Epsom is one of the most popular, sought after leathers that Hermes offers, because people are looking for something a little bit less delicate, that can be more carefree, that they don't have to worry that much. If you get caught up in the rain, not ideal, but the bag is going to be fine. So yeah, in that sense, this bag is definitely more carefree. Now, my Mini Kelly is in palladium hardware, and I love this bag because I feel like it's very vanilla. It just goes with absolutely everything, and I love mix and matching hardwares. This one is in gold, which I also feel like it offers a bit of a more romantic look to it. But as you can see, from one gold hardware to another, very, very consistent. Also, I think it's really important to note that vintage bags tend to be a little bit different from one year to another, so they're not identical. Something that I do want to note that my husband pointed out when it comes to this bag is that for him, this felt kind of like out of proportion, because it is not the silhouette that you're kind of used to. And some people may think that this is not an authentic bag because it is not a Kelly 25, but also doesn't look like a Mini Kelly, and they're really hard to come by. To me, this doesn't really matter in that sense. Like, I think this is such a special bag. You really need to like the look, because if you're just really used to how this one looks, then I would just stick to this one. I do love, however, the look of this one so much. Now, when would I pick each one? Because I really don't feel like they're bags for the same occasions. I would say that the Mini Kelly II wins when it comes to travel. I think it's easier to pack this bag in your luggage and just to use it crossbody and walk around. It's gonna go way better with modern outfits. So if you're someone that does a little more clean, structured, minimal outfits, this is going to pair a little bit better. And yeah, the fact that this one you can actually use it as a crossbody bag. I think the Mini Kelly is amazing for day to night. This is, I would say, the only Hermes bag besides the Kelly cut that I would use for like dinner outs or something a little bit more formal. I still think that it's a really casual bag, but it goes perfect from day to night. Like, you really cannot go wrong with them if you want to wear them all day long. Now, this one is a perfect daily bag if you don't carry much with you. The handle is one of the biggest selling points for me because of how roomy it is. The handle is actually better than on the Kelly 25. It fits more, so you're gonna be able to fit a few more things inside, and it has a very casual vibe to it. I feel like this is something that you can definitely wear on any type of outfit in any type of day, and it's just going to look so good. Now, both bags have feet on the bottom. The handle is also a little bit wider on the vintage, and as you can see on the bottom, you do have like an extra panel right here, so I can assume that this is going to give the bag a little bit more structure. Now, on the back, they are identical, and let me show you the inside. So this is the inside of the vintage one. It has a really big pocket right here on the back. Also, I thought that it was important to note that it does fit an iPhone, which for me is a very tempting selling point. And the pocket is also very roomy, and it's the one pocket that it has inside. And this is the inside of the Mini Kelly II, pretty much the same, just a little bit smaller. And the pocket is also slightly smaller. This one fits a card holder. Now, my Mini Kelly does fit my iPhone, however, it has to be like slightly crossed, and it's a little bit complicated to take in and out, but you can if you want, and it is going to close no problem. My only thing is that you can kind of see the bump right here and right here, and I'm not a big fan of that. Now, in terms of which one is easier and more affordable to acquire, so that depends. Like, this you cannot find at the store anymore, and it's going to be very hard to come by on the resale market. This is why when I saw that it was in stock, I just knew that I had to try it out. I'm really so grateful that I had the opportunity to have this bag sent to me, and I can make this video for you guys, and I can touch it and test it by myself and make my mind. Finding a vintage Mini Kelly is very hard on the resale market. There's not that many going around, specifically in colors like this one. This is something that I had been thinking and searching for a really long time. However, I don't know if it's just a little bit too similar to my Mini Kelly to decide to keep it. But if you find it, the price point is friendlier than a Mini Kelly on the resale market. Still, this one is gonna be quite up there just because you don't see them. This is like a unicorn, but Mini Kellys are the hardest to find, to get them in the store, to find them also on the resale market, so they tend to be just a bit more complicated. So if you're able to find both, then the price point of the vintage one is going to be definitely better. But it does depend if you're willing to try box leather, or if you want to stick to, for example, Epsom, then I would say go for the Mini Kelly II. So in my opinion, none is better than the other. They're just honestly very, very different bags. I wish that this was something that they still had in production, because I think it's such a beautiful bag and an amazing size. I would love to hear you guys out in the comments, because I don't know if I can justify keeping it, but sending it back, that is going to be painful for sure, because I've just been admiring this bag for the past 3 days and I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I already know that I love this bag so much, so trying something like a little bit bigger, but at the same time they're just a little bit too similar, so I don't know. We'd love to hear you guys out in the comments. Which one do you like more, the vintage or the Mini Kelly II? If you have any other questions or anything that you guys want to comment about the bags, let's chat in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys out. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you two right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.